Michelle Skog is back on campus today speaking with our Cats Connect panel and our student athletes, just offering career advice. As you reflect on your career journey, what was the most impactful piece of advice that you've received?
I think the most impactful advice that I received was to not quit and to make sure that whatever it is I'm going after, that I'm doing it with all the energy that I have.
Being a former Wildcat, being a former track and field athlete here, and also a professional athlete, what were some traits that you used in athletics that allowed you to prosper in your career now?
So I would say leadership was one. I was on the student athlete advisory board here, and I was a team captain at some point. And so being able to have those leadership skills, being able to be assertive and speak up for things and speak up for other people, being an advocate for myself, especially in the professional world, you really have to advocate with your manager and with yourself to get into those bigger track events, especially, in other countries, in order to make money. And so, I think learning those skills here and learning how to persevere when things get challenging have been the best skills that I have learned that have helped me throughout my whole entire career.
And something we talked about today was time management.
Yeah.
So when you think back to being a student athlete here, how were you able to balance your athletics but also your academics and prepare for a career beyond track and field?
To be honest, when I was here, we didn't have the student academic center, so a lot of it was on us of here's when you have to be at practice, and here's when 6 a.m. lifting is, and here's your school schedule, and you were expected to be at everything. And so I think I just learned by doing my freshman year, and then after that I knew what was expected and had to really just figure out, okay, how do I get all of these things done and make sure that I get my homework done, knowing we're traveling on Thursday and, just having to navigate that. So a lot of it was trial by error, to be honest. But once I did that and then I entered into the adult world, I guess I would like to call it, I then knew, okay, this is when I'm supposed to be at work, and this is how many hours they expect me to be there, and really coming up with a plan. So I typically start off my Mondays looking at my whole entire calendar for the week and figuring out, okay, what is it I have to do? When does it need to be done by? Do I have any wiggle room to take care of other things? And that, I think that is what I learned just being here is you have to be flexible because sometimes things might be wrong, or practice gets closed down at the track and you got to come here, or something's going on in the weight room and you can't lift until later. And so that flexibility and knowing that some things aren't going to go your way, and how do you just manage change, I think that has really helped me, especially in my job now, and just how do I navigate my week and my work day.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by today.
You're welcome. Bear down.